If even the wild Atlantic Way isn't remote enough for you, welcome to the Mullet, a T-shaped peninsula pointing down into the Atlantic. On the sheltered eastern side, you have Ely Beach. To the wild west, the roaring Atlantic. The Spanish Armada and Norwegian whalers found safe havens here, and the Mullet was also a departure point for emigrants to North America. Blue flag beaches and wild walking territory line the journey to the southern tip of the Mullet, which ends at Blacksod Harbour. Blacksod Lighthouse, the peninsula's handsome punctuation mark, played a crucial role in one of the most momentous decisions of the Second World War, when to launch Operation Overlord, the D-Day invasion of occupied France in June 1944. The Allies needed accurate predictions of sea conditions in the Channel and relied on weather reports from the Sweeney family, who were running the lighthouse at the far west of Europe. The invasion was due to take place on the 5th of June, but they reported low pressure, jeopardising its success. D-Day was postponed by 24 hours, as Vincent Sweeney told me.
The barometer was showing plus 21 millibars, rising 21. That was the window of opportunity that the Allies were waiting for. And with the increase in the barometer, the millibars rising, that was the window of opportunity. So they decided, yes, we'd go for it.
While the Mullet feels like an island but isn't, Akil is an island, and indeed the largest isle off the coast of Ireland. A bridge lifts you across the Atlantic, or at least a short stretch of it, and to one of the most special places I know. Driving along the corrugated coast, where the mountains crumble into the ocean, is a joy. The writer Graham Greene came to Akil Island in search of inspiration, and many movie makers have come here in search of superb backdrops, including the creators of the Banshees of Inisherin. This highly acclaimed and multi-award-winning film is set on a fictional island off the west coast of Ireland. But the location was real enough, including a lonely house on Keem Bay at the far west of Akil. If you loved the movie, you'll adore the place where key scenes were filmed. Considering how remote this far-flung fragment of Ireland feels, I was surprised to learn that Akil was once connected with the rest of Ireland by rail. In 1897, Ireland's Great Western Railway opened from Westport to Akil Island. It wasn't a great transportational venture, it lasted only a few decades. But now the old railway line has been converted to the Great Western Greenway. It's a 44-kilometre traffic-free cycling and walking route, and for those of us who aren't enthralled by uphill stretches, it's as flat as it is beautiful. This feels like some secret pathway to a heavenly destination. At the old Mulranny station, which closed in 1937 and now doubles as a tourist office and cafe, I met Catherine Kilbane of Akil Tourism, who told me about the attraction of this part of Ireland.
Akil appeals to families. It also appeals to young people that are looking for a bit of adventure with water sports and hiking. It appeals to couples that are looking for a nice hike. John Lennon has a bit of a connection with this area of Ireland. He bought an island in Clew Bay called Dornish Island, I think, and himself and his then girlfriend Yoko Ono in the 1960s came and travelled and explored this area and set up a hippie commune on the island.
County Mayo, the final frontier. Yes, that's the truth, thanks to the Mayo Dark Sky Park. In keeping with the natural good looks of the wild Atlantic Way, skies full of stars are protected and valued as an important resource for local people and visitors alike. I'm here with Development Officer Georgia McMillan.
It's
It's a wonderful resource to have for visitors and for local people alike, because there are very few places now left in the world where you can get away from excess artificial light at night and you can experience tranquility, darkness, natural darkness. You can reconnect. You reconnect with the cosmos, reconnect with darkness, reconnect with yourself.
Reconnecting with the wild Atlantic Way in the warm light of day, I'm back on track, crossing the old railway viaduct in the pretty village of Newport along the way to the fine town of Westport.
Westport is one of my happy places, with plenty of options for locally sourced food, lots of friendly local people and a very lively music scene.
This group of musicians have been entertaining locals and visitors for many years at the Cobbler's Bar.
The townsfolk themselves are a very friendly bunch. Lots of, I suppose, people who would have artistic background or lots of interest in the arts and music too. So it's like a melting pot of all these sorts of people, and they just sort of gravitate to Westport.
Westport is a great location to start or end a journey along the wild Atlantic Way. It's a lovely town in its own right, and it has very good connections with an express train link to and from Dublin just over 3 hours away, and it's a 40-minute drive from Knock Airport. But before I leave and complete this adventure on the wild Atlantic Way, I want to pay my respects at a hill outside the town. And not just any hill.
Croagh Patrick is a holy mountain. In the year 441, St Patrick climbed to the summit. He spent the 40 days of Lent fasting as part of his mission to bring Christianity to Ireland. Today it's a place of pilgrimage, which some people make in bare feet to show their devotion.
Today, I'm not going to be rewarded with sunshine, but here's a glimpse of a glorious dawn.
It's a full half-mile to the top of Croagh Patrick from sea level, but there's no need to cover every inch of the way. You can turn at any point and be rewarded with magnificent views. Whether or not you're a spiritual person, this is a place that will enhance your heart and soul.